Hello all, King Joe here. Today, as you know, it's Free Comic Book Day. Ooh. If you notice, I ain't in the best of spirits today because I'm actually suffering today. My daughter it was funny because the comic book store opened up at 10 o'clock. My little one had a soccer game 2 towns away, which was about 15 miles. Now, I live in Millville, which is between them. So I had to go into Bloomsburg to Legendary Comics to pick up my books, and it's funny. I'm glad Nate, the owner, pulled one of every issue for me, at least what he had there. I'll probably go on Friday and see what else, but here's what I got for Free Comic Book Friday. Oh, there goes the... I really am not doing too good today. Oh, excuse me. I had a really, really rough day. World of Archie Digest, #1. Ooh, Archie. I also picked up some books while I was there. Mouse Guard and the Rust one. Kaboom. Prince Valiant. Of course, you can't go wrong with the original Prince Valiant movie. Ever forgot who was it? Was it Tyrone Power? No. I forgot who played in it, and I have it. Bleeding Cool. Buck Rogers. I actually like the Howard Chaykin on the back, or Chakin, or whatever. Dragon Ball and Rurouni Kenshiken, whatever. Spoon! The Tick. Patrick Warburton played him in the original movie, in the television show. Strangers. Comic Book Friday, Fubar. Now, if you guys remember Blue Thunder, effed up beyond all recognition. So if you guys don't know what Fubar means, now you do. Grimm. And I actually like the Battlestar Galactica cover here, drawn by Alex Ross in the back. Really nice. Free Comic Book Day. Kellerman, Lamore, which I think this is Too Beautiful Dr. Graphic Novels, La, The Desert Born, and The Web. The Steam Engine of Oz. The Red 10. Judge Dredd. Damsels, Mermaids. Star Wars. Avatar, The Last Airbender. Mass Effect, great video game. R.I.P.D. and Killjoys. Aphrodite 9. Infinity. I'm actually going to have to put that on my pull list for when the comic. The Walking Dead. Superman, The Last Son of Krypton. Atomic Robo. Endangered Weapon B. Scratch 9. Pippi, and then Anna and Fraga. I don't particularly care for the artwork on these, but Ugly Doll Comics. I actually probably going to end up, I was on the back, in October 2013, I guess Hello Kitty's going to get a comic book, so the little one will probably want that. Molly Danger. Shakira the Invincible. This is funny because it has Strawberry Shortcake here in Sesame Street. Now, Strawberry Shortcake is supposed to be I haven't had an issue of Strawberry Shortcake. So I actually have to have a talk with my comic book store and find out what's going on. Because my little one we're supposed to get Strawberry Shortcake, My Little Pony, and SpongeBob SquarePants. Sonic the Hedgehog and Mega Man. Bongo Comics. La 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 la. Smurfs. Top Shelf Kids Club. SpongeBob. Which is funny because, there you go, The Scream. Tinkerbell Fairies. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Heroes in the Half Shell, Turtle Power. Beware of the Batman, which I think is a joke because I love it. They got rid of the animated Batman series, which is sort of like drawn the same way. And they canceled Teen Titans. And what are they doing? Changing them up. Bringing them back. The Batman. Teen Titans Go. But they canceled freaking Green Lantern, the animated series, which, here you go, DC and Comic Book Network. And they got rid of Young Justice, and I thought they were a really good series. I actually looking forward. I actually looked forward for them better than Earth's Mightiest Heroes, the Avengers, and the Ultimate Spider-Man. I missed the 90s Spider-Man series. I actually wish that they would have never, got rid of that. My opinion. For what it's worth. Not much. Unboxing day, too. Oh, here. And what I picked up at the comic shop. So I actually still have books there, but Batman Incorporated, 10. I Vampire, 19. Savage Hawkman, 19. Justice League Dark, 19. Red Lanterns, 19. Ferris, issue 15. I actually still have maybe 20 bucks there. Well, I got a lot of sun today. Back to the story I was telling you. Yeah, I went to the comic book store, picked up all that stuff. Got there at 10 o'clock, there was a line. And some of those people I'd never seen, and I go there sporadically, but never once. It was funny because the one guy got in a conversation about Doctor Who. And they're trying to say that Dave Eccleston was the first Doctor. I'm like, no. The reboot, he was the first Doctor that came out. I go, technically, he was Doctor number 10. And I said, the first Doctor was good old, oh God, now his name, Patrick Troughton? No, that was number 2. Hartnell, Troughton, Pertwee, Baker, I think it was Davidson. I don't know if it was Colin Baker or was it Sylvester McCoy. Because I lose it after that. Because I actually never saw an episode after Peter Davidson. Because Channel 44 here in Northeast PA used to sponsor Doctor Who, but they constantly kept... It was like... I grew up watching Troughton, Pertwee, and Baker. It wasn't until the BBC America, or I should say the Sci-Fi Network started, and I just went right to the BBC because rather watch it from the horse's mouth than, secondhand on good old Sci-Fi Network. Do they have it so I can rip into this anywhere? Oh, wow, I finally got my subscription so I can go back online to play online on Xbox for the year. Ooh. It's funny because I bought Injustice Gods Among Us and I don't even need a 12 to play. I'm like, but hey, I might as well do it. Do it up! I'm actually hoping I can play Curse of Man and Mr. Fix-It Smash one day. Last night I played the whole storyline. I liked it, but then I didn't particularly care for the ending. I'm not going to do no spoiler crap. Because it was like, yeah, they're going to make a second one, hopefully. But I went to the comic book store. Got there. Got in a little bit of a debate on Doctor Who. It's funny because when I did the comic books all those years, when I started going to the store, my dad even told me, said, hey, if you ever want to know, because they start off, I actually have more double comics in my collection that I trade than they have in their store for sale. Because they only, I think on the one wall, they only have 5 or 6 short boxes of back issues to sell. That's actually silver, gold, and bronze. Well, there's no golden. Bronze and silver age stuff. I actually have more than they do. But, okay, people. I got Superman's X-Pal, the new Jimmy Olsen, number 133. And I got Superman's X-Pal, the new 134, which is the first appearance of Darkseid. And I think this book is going crazy on eBay already. That's why I wanted to get it before it goes freaking astronomical, where this copy ends up being over $100. Which is funny because you figure Darkseid's been in the Superpowers in the 80s. He's been on television. He was they sort of kicked him around on Smallville. You know, Darkseid's coming, Darkseid's coming. I just, I don't understand what the whole woo hubbub is about. It's not like he hasn't been around on television before. God, what was that saying? Don't believe the hype. Okay, I shout out to Public Enemy, which most of the people believe the hype. Like the whole Twinkie fiasco. If you ever saw some of my older videos, I said, I used to sit there and say, I don't know who would pay $400, and they were going to pay $400. I said, what's going to happen? And the sad thing is, exactly what I said was going to happen, happened. Ooh, this is a nice box to ship comics in. And I already know I got one double out of these issues. This is a real nice box. Recycle! Reuse. Okay, I got X-Men. Issue 112. Now this one is a double because I just traded with Optimus Tron for this issue. But it's funny because I got these 5 issues for like $15. So here's the Uncanny X-Men issue 140, which will end up going in the trade pile. I got X-Men 143, which I actually think I have this one too. I gotta go check. But like I said, good for trade. Trade's good. X-Men 145. I already know Hitman Von Doom will love it because Doom. I love that cover. I think that cover's pretty cool. All the X-Men laying around. He's got Storm. He's like, yeah. Now, it would be cool if they can change this cover. Somebody, do this and make him hold a red Solo cup. I lift you up. Proceed to party. Okay, that was a bad joke, but...
Call from Anthony.
Speak of the devil. Hold on. Let's see if he'll actually join me via phone. Hello. Are you there? Now, this is funny because he's got good timing, which I'm just going to call him back. He's calling my cell phone. We're going to do this. He's not going to know he's on this video. So.
Hi, you reached 371-933. Leave me a message.
Come on, answer the bloody phone. Pick up the phone.
Hi, you reached 371.
No, he's probably leaving me a message somewhere. Ooh, it's ringing.
Hello?
Hello.
I can't believe you're still up.
I got a nice sunburn.
Oh, that's cool. What, a nice farmer stand?
Huh?
A nice farmer stand?
Yeah, a nice farmer stand. I'm actually, if I hold my Flash shirt next to it, it actually is almost as red as my Flash shirt. Close. No. Maybe I'm exaggerating, but
Well, you have a good time at least?
No, I'm in pain. I ended up leaving Lexi there with Janine and Brian. Left them some money, and I came home.
Alright. Well, check this out. I'm going to let you go to sleep, please, but I have a question for you.
Okay, shoot.
Off the top of your head, I'm over my friend Brian's house, and he has these old basketball cards.
Okay, what year?
I need you to give me a price on each one.
Tell me what year.
Oh, man.
You got, okay, first off, who's the company they're made by?
Oh, here. Topps Black Gold card.
Topps Black Gold.
That's what it says.
Okay, they were inserts, I think, in the 91 Topps basketball.
Yeah.
Do they have, like, black, and then they have, like sparkling black?
Yeah, they have a...
Yeah.
It's like a border. It's like a gold border, and it has, in the border, it says Topps Black Gold.
Yeah, they ain't worth that much.
All right, well, give me a price anyway.
Who do you have?
Kenny Anderson.
Okay, he's probably, but they're like $1 a card. Go, next.
A buck.
Probably. It's been a while since I looked at a price guide for them because I have the whole set.
All right,
Because what happened was they were like sendaways too. You used to get them in packs.
All right, I'll be on speaker.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah, I'm hearing you.
All right, so you think what? Did you said they were sendaways? Or what? They used to be attached or what?
Yeah, they made them for because they had the black gold baseball. You would get and you would I forgot how they worked, but then you'd get them in little you'd get them in like 5-pack. I have to look because I know I have the whole set. So.
All right, well here, anyway, I said right, so $1. How about Michael Jordan? It's these are like you know with the frame. It's Michael Jordan 50-point club, Topps Gold.
Okay, Topps Gold Jordans in the gold go between $5 and $10.
This is Michael Jordan 50-point club, Topps Gold.
If it's a Topps Gold card, 24 karat gold card that goes to that set because it's a parallel set, they go between $5 and $10. The if it's not his normal card, $5 to $10.
Okay, and more, you know, just these names sound familiar. This is more Topps Gold right here. Glen Rice.
Common, go.
What'd you say?
Common cards are 50 cents to $1.
So same thing Alonzo Mourning.
Alonzo Mourning's a semi-star, but you can still pick him up for 50 cents.
The Campbell Mutombo.
Same thing.
Muhammad Abdul-Rauf.
Okay, guys you're looking for, right? From the 91 set. Shaquille O'Neal,
Okay.
right? Who was in that crop of rookies that year? Jesus Christ, I'm forgetting. Because that was the last year I collected. After that year, I quit collecting basketball cards. I cut all my ties with the NBA that year.
Alright, so basically, here's it says Topps Gold, but this is more of a silver border. Derek Coleman, Larry Johnson.
Topps Gold with silver border. I never seen them.
Alright, this is gold. Alright, so pretty much 50 cents for $1 each, basically.
Yeah, because the gold set's a parallel set, and the gold set usually sells for, well, see, I haven't looked at it. I can remember when the gold set used to sell for $200. So, you know, I'm sure it's a lot less than that now.
Michael Jordan, no, that's just damage.
Because I have a double Jordan gold, I have a double Dominique Wilkins gold, I have a double Patrick Ewing gold. You want usually the main stars, David Robinson, Charles Barkley, Joe Dumars, Isaiah Thomas, 91. I think Magic and Bird were still playing then too.
And one other card, Top Stadium Club, Baseball, Frank Thomas, Members' Choice.
$1. Those stadium members' choices, those were given out to stadium club members. You paid, I forgot how much it was a year for a membership, and they send you cards, but they made a ton of them. And since Topps was over in Duryea, stuff was going out the back door, so all that stuff was, it's flooded for this area.
Alright, sounds good, man. I appreciate it. Alright, man, well,
Hey, just so you know, I'm also shooting my unboxing video now.
Oh, nice. What, while you're talking to me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye.
Alright, man. I'll talk to you later, man. Thanks, man. I'll talk to you tomorrow or something.
Okay. Bye. Well, see, everybody calls me up when they have cards and comic questions. especially when it comes to cards, because I used to do cards like mad. I'll show you my my card collection. I've been working out in the garage trying to get my garage straightened. I went to Home Depot the other day to get I'm trying to get a price to get carpeting put in the attic. I might end up doing it myself because they're coming to Monday to give me a quote, and if the quote's ridiculous, I'm just gonna use the $35 I put to just buy the rug and I'll do it myself. Because all I want is just stapled. Because I'm not gonna put the walls up there because we're gonna get central air put in upstairs. So they can use the once they put the ductwork in, then I'll put the walls up. But I can do the walls anytime, so it's like, I pretty much want to get the books out of this basement so I can get these racks removed and put actually permanent racking on the wall so I can put all my games, movies. And then eventually, hopefully next year, nice big 3D 70-inch TV on that wall right there. And then I can actually shoot some cool videos, like maybe put the camera back or whatever and sit like here over on this side and have the camera facing this way and actually put stuff on the screen, like have a pointing thing like this, take some video. I wish I had some programs to do camera editing, like Greco Fabulous. He does a lot of time in his videos, and his videos are funny because he has editing software. I don't have editing software. I just like, here it is, me sitting in my basement in the corner, sitting there, hey. I shot around some. I think I did some. I showed you what parts of my garage looks like. I just have too much stuff. I don't even still have a lot of my stuff here. My dad says I probably still have maybe like 10 boxes in the attic. And then I have all my cards up there. All my vinyl still up there. I still have some board games up there. I have my vinyl, 48, 78s, 33s, 78s, and 45s. And I'm sure there's other stuff up there because I know my cash register is still up there. So, but that was, oh yeah, I went to the, okay, I'm losing because he called me and I actually probably got sunstroke too, so who knows. Nice red head. Greco Fabulous sent me this pack. I should have saw this yesterday, but when I opened the box up, he sent me this piece of paper with it, and I didn't notice it, but it says, this shipment has been packed and inspected by Greco Fabulous. And I'm sorry, DaCosta, but it says, DaCosta DC Comics is a macaroni muncher. Those two guys, I had to throw it there because it came with the package and I missed it. I also got a small package, a small envelope in the mail from Dynamite Crip. He sent my daughter a Skylander sticker. And I appreciate that, Pete. Thank you. She's liked it, so she's upstairs because she's tuckered out. Her team won today in the soccer game because I went from the comic book store. I got to the soccer game at 10 minutes till 11, which is funny because they always tell me to get there be 15 to 20 minutes beforehand. They never start on time anyway. So I got there. My little one played goalie first period. They didn't score. So I was like, yeah. Then the second period, my little one played back defense. And she did pretty good. They did score one goal that period. But when I left at the end of the third period, her team was up 3-1. And I was like, yeah. So hopefully they won. I am glad I got nothing going on tomorrow. Because tomorrow's going to be Joe's going to sit here in his basement and veg. And hopefully take my pin. Well, I'm also going to go pick up my buddy Rick. One of these days I'll put Rick on camera. Rick's a pretty good guy. He gave me a lot of my art books. He draws. He's a Vietnam vet. I'm probably going to have him here, pick him up, and he'll probably stay with me until Tuesday. So, and then I'll take him home. But then after that, she had a Girl Scout function at the local amusement park called Knoebels, which is a pretty decent family fun park. It's actually rated amongst the top 10 in the United States, I think, because they have wooden roller coasters there. And you don't pay to park. You can bring your own food, too, there, because they have pavilions you can eat at. You can bring your pets. And they have special, like today they had, it was Scout Day, and it seemed like every scout troop, Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts was there, and I was like, oh. And on top of that, I lost my cell phone. I only went on 3 rides. I paid $20 some and I only went on 3 rides. My back. I went on the haunted house with my daughter, which you have to pay separate because I didn't get the roller coaster package or whatever you want to call it. And then I went on the teacups, and I went on the Tilt-A-Whirl. And we were going to go on the log flume, and I went to give somebody my cell phone because I didn't want to get it wet, and I noticed it was gone. So I was like, oh, this ought to be simple. I have to retrace my steps. So I went back. Nobody turned it in on the Tilt-A-Whirl. And, of course, I lost it on the teacups. Yeah, Joe was on the teacups. So, oh, we just sent it into Lost and Found. I'm like, I wasn't even there 15 minutes. Sent it to Lost and Found. I had to trek all the way across the park to Lost and Found. So by the time I got there, my back was killing me. Because that's one thing, a lot of walking and standing kills my back. It ain't bad if I stand, sit, but then eventually, too, after a time, it does kill. Once my back starts going, forget it. I'm shot. So by the time I walked back and found everybody, I was ready to go into the to go back to the haunted house and become part of it. And the little one was like, I'm like, I go, come on, let's go. And she started, I don't want to go. I still have over 2 hours here because the park closes at 6. So some of the other parents were like, we'll bring her home. I'm like, you sure? Yeah, they said no problem. So I left, gave money, and I came home. Noticed, and it's funny because as soon as I get out of the car, I'm like walking like the hunch man because it took a while for my back to straighten out. So we're sitting. She comes home. She's got a big blow up pink unicorn, and I'm like, oh boy. Doesn't she have enough stuffed animals and blow up things? No. But the mailman came, and I'm like, oh, that's nice. Because pretty much I have one major haul left coming, a replacement for that 2001 Playboy, and I ordered a bunch of Smallville Piecework cards. I think 5 or 6 of them. Because I actually have a list of what I need to finish off my Smallville seasons 1 through 6. I need 1 piecework from season 1, which I have 4, but there's a variation of the Jonathan Kent one, according to the price guide, so gotta get it. Me and, I put a master set together, Season 2, I need piecework number 3. Season 3, I need piecework number 3. And I think season 4, I need piecework number 3. 5 and 6 is when I get a couple more. 6, I need a lot of piecework. But I don't need any of the base autographs. I don't need any of the base sets. What I need now is uncut sheets that go along with it. I do have the autographed comic book that was a case incentive for dealers. And now that they came out with, because season 1 through 6 was put out by Inkworks. And they did, Cryptozoic bought the rights for Smallville, and they came out with a 7 through 10 set. And that's the one now that's going to probably take, priority in my hit list. I do have 1 package coming from Nick, ETA Nick. The man is going to help me fill up some more treasuries. Thank God. Thank him. Thank you, Nick. But I played this game, and I'm like, I really, really, really enjoyed it. Like I said, they could have relaunched the whole DC 52 and started off as an Elsewhere universe. Because that's basically, this is an Elsewhere universe tale, which is sort of like the Crisis, where they switch, the Crisis where one world goes to the next world. And with those kind of storyline, infinite possibilities, infinite. In fact, Lex Luthor was a good guy. Now, which that's the only spoiler you get from me. I also, when I bought that, I bought the skins, and I wish they would have more downloadable characters. Here's what I love to see, people. We got to start a thing to tell the video game companies, We want a Marvel versus DC video game. I mean, a big one. One where, it gives you like maybe 50 Marvel characters against 50 DC characters, good and bad. It'd be nice if it was like 100, Do the Pantheon. Give the downloadable content. Do like, you can do the multiple different Spider-Man costumes, the multiple different Batman costumes over the decades. Same thing with the Superman. Then have the Hulk. You can do there's the Gray Hulk, there's the Green Hulk, there's the Red Hulk. Then you can do this, do all that. We gotta start pushing for that, because if they can do Marvel versus Capcom, or they can do DC versus Mortal Kombat, and if they can collaborate on a video game, right? I mean, Marvel versus DC comic book. Why not do a Marvel versus DC video game? Oh yeah, it'd sell. It'd be like Dr. Fruit. Oh yeah, real good. But that's one of the things I want to see. I love to have Green Lantern smacking the living crap out of Thanos. You got the Infinity Gauntlet. I got a power ring, baby. All about will. Because that's another thing too. Like, Thanos has been around. Why all of a sudden now, because he's going to be in the Avengers movies and the bad guy, his comic is like, phew. I wish people would smarten up. All you're doing is you're hurting yourself in the long run. Because I really think what I said about the comics, 20 years from now, because like Free Comic Book Day, my daughter was the youngest kid there and waiting in line. Everybody else was like college kid or older. Like I said, we had to talk about Doctor Who. Can educate a lot of people, and I'm sure, and the sad thing is, like when I watch Hippie and Captain Strangelove, guys who are my seniors, and I learned stuff from them. I learned a lot of my stuff because I sat there and read them. And I see these people, like, I forgot, they had Free Comic Book Day, and then there was a thing on, I forgot what comic book site, but they sent me an email, and they had all these free comic books, they slabbed, and I'm like, wow, what the frick, who would want to slab a free comic book? This slabbing crap is getting ridiculous. It's a comic book. It's a book. You're supposed to read it, people. Read them. Once I get my attic done and I get all this stuff up there, and I'm going to put it and organized and find out what my doubles are. Because I figure right now my 2,600 and some doubles on Comic Book Realm that me and Greco trade on, that's nothing. I'm going to have more doubles because I constantly buy these lots and I just keep going, they don't get merged until I actually have them all out, so I can just go boom, one box right down the line. I don't have room down here since I moved. It was a lot easier when I had them at my dad's attic and I had the boxes, the lids off of them. I just went. But then we sort of like finagled, my cards went up in the attic on top of them, and I have a big, the king doesn't do nothing small. All my friends, when I start something, Playboys, yeah, I got 40 years of Playboys, boom. Comic books, I got over 20,000 comic books, boom. I go into full thing. When I give video games, I do the same thing with video games as I do with comic books. If I want a game that's been out a while, and I see it going on GameStop, and they want $30 for it, I'll go on eBay, and if I see them going for 10, 20, I'll start looking at video game lots. Because that's how my video game collection, all those DS games, ended up growing. If you're going to spend $20 on a book, you're better off typing in like X-Men lot. The guy wanted $20 for the one I just got off of Anthony. Well, I went and I got the 5 books for $16. Boom. Why am I going to give a guy $20 for the same book I just got in a lot and I only paid a little over $3 for? That's why I try to part my knowledge on you guys. Don't ever be in a hurry to buy anything. when I went to the comic book the Chiller convention, there was guys who had Treasury editions. There's a couple Treasury editions I needed there. They wanted $25 or better for a freaking book. And it's like, my books were in better condition. I didn't pay $25 for them. It's just asinine. Don't be in a hurry to buy. I actually was outbid on this book 7 or 8 times. And I actually got these both books for $30-some, which I felt was a little high but you know what? It's gonna go up because of the first appearance of Darkseid. Like one of my, it's like Curse of Man, does the Vampirilla, and I only have like the Vengeance of Vampirilla, and I have a lot of the newer stuff. The Chiller, I mean, they were ridiculous on Vampirilla books. Vampirilla, I would love to collect Vampirilla Eerie heavy metal books because I love the cover work on a lot of those books. The thing is, money. Like here's another, like you guys see, there you go. Cinderella tins. I have comic books, cards, tins, toys. And everybody's like, man, when are you going to start selling? I'm like, sell. I'm a collector first and a dealer second. And it's my philosophy. And plus, since my mom helped me with a lot of these books, sentimental value for me is there's not enough money. Now, if I can get my mom back, I'll give all my whole entire collection so I got my mom. And I said that before in videos. Other than that's everything. You heard me talking to Optimus Tron. I got some nice X-Men books, and I got to go over on eBay and leave feedback for my little. What?
Did you eat hot dog?
I'll come up and have a hot dog. And a macaroon. I'm on a macaroon kick. And I'm trying to think of what television show. It's probably The Prisoner, if I remember right. Where the guy's sitting up on a sand mound and he's having cookies and tea. And the guy comes up and sits down. The guy goes, hands her the plate, goes, macaroon? Well, when I was a kid, I had no clue what a frickin' macaroon was. And my mom goes, we went to the store. And she bought macaroons. And I liked them. So, I go to Walmart and they sell macaroons in these things. They're generic ones, but man, they're good. For 98 cents, I'm like, yeah. It's funny how I can remember certain shows just by even the foods I eat. Macaroon, The Prisoner. I swear to God that's what it was. Because I swear, I used to watch that show with the bouncing ball. That was on my 100 subscriber contest. My 150 subscriber contest is still going on, people. If you watch this video, look it up. Answer my 8 questions, because so far I only have 12 people in it. Even though it still has another month and 11 days to go. It's still. I figure it's funny because I have right now 213 subscribers, and I thank all you guys for subscribing. But I only have, like I said, 12 or 13 entries. And I opened it up to anybody on my sub list. So, that up to date. Come on, enter. I want to get to know people. So, that's it for today, people. You probably won't get a video from me now, but it'll probably be like once every so many weeks now, because I'm going to start doing work around the house. But if you have any questions, feel free to, drop me a line. Okay, King Joe out.